Laguna City Hall, where this year we will be electing 3 new city council members to work for our city. This is the council chambers where the official business gets done. Candidate and former Mayor Joe Brown knows this building and this dais very well indeed. Thanks for coming to speak with me, Joe. So, how long have you lived here in Laguna Gal?
We bought a house in 1987, so that's 21 years. 21 years.
So, what is your favorite thing about living here in Laguna Gal?
I like the people, Gage. I find that the people are very courteous and even cordial, which surprises me a little bit.
What things have you done for our city, Joe?
There are 2 or 3 things, Gage. One, 1999, that's now, almost 10 years ago, we asked that our city staff prepare a long-term plan to keep the crime rate down in this city, long-term. And they prepared that plan, and the sheriff looked at it and said it was the most complete, comprehensive program he'd ever seen. So we have, over the years, implemented that plan, and it's helped bring the crime rate down. The first 8 months of this year, the crime rate was down 10%. And we're a safe city to begin with, so that's a real achievement. So I'd say that's a good example of what we've done.
What can you tell us about our city's sports fields?
We have added in the last 9 years 26 sports fields. When we looked at it almost 10 years ago, we had more demand than we had supply. So we thought we better add sports fields, so we've had 26. And we're now at a point where we're almost a balance of demand and supply.
Why are you running for city council?
Because I like to make contributions to our community. I've always been interested in community service, and I think I have the capabilities and the experience to do a good job.
Is it hard to run for city council?
No, it takes a lot of energy. But it's challenging, Gage. It's challenging.
What is the best thing about running for city council?
I would say, again, it's meeting the people. You meet an awful lot of people. I think that's instructive and fun. So I'd say that's the most interesting part.
What happens at a city council meeting?
This is an agenda for the city council, and it shows the items that are considered by the city council. This happened to be in June of this year. And the council then looks at each one of these items and makes a decision on all these things. They start with an invocation, they have a pledge of allegiance, then they address each one of these subjects. So when some of these items are rather complex, and so they have what they call a staff report. This is a report by the members of the city staff explaining some of these things so that the council members can make a decision. And here's an example of the city staff report. So you can look at that when you want to, and you might want to put that in your file, because this is a very important tool of city council. Okay.
What is the most important job when you are on the city council?
Oh, I would say there's more than one. I think that there are really 3 things we need to do. Cities are service companies. They provide services to residents, like police services, and fire department services, and maintenance. So we have to be very attentive to make sure we're providing a high level of service to the residents. The second thing is that we know how to manage our money. We do not want to spend more than we take in, so balancing a budget is very important. And the third thing is to make sure that we communicate with the residents. The residents are paying for city government, so we want them to know what the city government is doing. And we want the city government to make sure they find out from the residents what they want. So those are the three things I think that are most important.
Who's your favorite president and why?
President? I would say Ronald Reagan, because he had the philosophy, particularly the economic philosophy that I share, which was the philosophy that the people who founded the Constitution shared, and that is they wanted what they call limited government, and they wanted maximum freedoms on the part of the people who lived here. And he had that philosophy. I think we're getting to the point where we're trying to take over too many day-to-day activities and control too many things. So he had a very simple philosophy, maximum freedoms, limited government. And that's why I like it.
Is there anything about you that most people don't know?
I don't know about that. You mean that they should know, or I don't want them to know? I think most of the voters know enough about me, at least, to make a decision.
Do you have any hobbies?
I love to hike and swim.
Me too.
How about you?
Well, usually swimming.
Do you?
Yeah.
Where do you swim?
In my pool.
Ooh.
I made this one up, but my mom didn't write down.
Okay.
It's what changes are you going to make if you are elected for city council?
Okay. Well, there are three I'd like to make, Gage. The first one, I'd like to encourage the other members of the council and the city to adopt a goal to make us the safest city in Orange County. Today, we are one of the safest cities, but I think we have the capability of becoming the safest. So I'd love to adopt a goal to achieve that safest city. And that'll take a lot of energy. You know, we'll have to work out a plan. We'll have to get a lot of citizen involvement. So I'm going to try to do that. The second item is traffic flow. We're getting a little more congestion at our major intersections and around our schools. I'd love for us to focus a lot of attention on smoothing that traffic flow, and particularly the schools. And the third item is the new city hall. We're going to build a new city hall, and I hope we can devote a lot of thinking to make sure we design it and construct it intelligently, because it'll be the biggest expenditure we've ever had in the city, probably over $20 million. So I would much rather see a city hall that is what I call functional and not lavish. So those are the three things.
Well, thanks for coming here, Joe.
Well, I'm delighted, but I want to hear something from you. Do you have any interest in running for public office, Gage?
Yeah.
Do you? Okay.
Well, I don't really know what that is, but
Uh-huh.
I just said yeah because I think it's pretty important.
Well, do you have any interest in doing what I'm doing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a very interesting exercise. And so if you decide that's something you want to do, I hope you do it.
So thanks for coming, Joe.
I'm absolutely delighted.
So there you have it. Former Mayor Joe Brown has a proven track record and plan for our city's future. Now all he needs is your vote on November 4th so he can do the important work that needs to be done. To learn more about former Mayor Joe Brown, you can visit his website, www.formermayorjoebrown.com. Live from City Hall, this is Gage Vaughan reporting. Have a great day.